What is a batch script? A batch file is a script file in DOS operating system and Microsoft Windows. It consists of a series of commands to be executed by the command line interpreter, which is stored in a plain text file. So first of all, batch is one of the simplest. Whatever the command you are going to give it via CMD, na, same thing you can implement it via batch also. So it's not like you have to remember a lot of things. It's easy, but what I have observed in my entire career, only 10% of the organizations are using batch file. Either the organizations are using VBS or PSADT, but batch I have seen only 10%. VBS also now, like recent years, because it is going to get decommissioned very next year, now organizations have been stopped using VBS. If the organization have the VBS script created, they are already in a stage where they are migrating it to Power PSADT. So most of the organizations are using PSADT because we have a lot of advantage of using PSADT. With PSADT, you can give a different type of prompt to the customer, which can help to control the application. The active setup mechanism, which I told you guys, which we covered, I think, 2 days yesterday, I think last 2 days classes, yeah. So when we were used to implement active setup via batch and via VBS, at that time we used to give a log off because to implement that active setup, a log off used to require because it was designed in such a way. And we know that with respect to the deployment mode, if it is an SCCM, we have an application mode and we used to have a package mode. So in the package mode, we used to have an option of log off, but application mode, we did not have that option. And when the application mode came into the market, organization stopped using the package mode. They move to the application mode, and that doesn't have an option of a log off and all that. So in that case, it was a little difficult, and obviously, customer doesn't want to do a log off, like because obviously they will be doing work, so they want that they are installing the application simultaneously. They want to do the work also. They do not want to shut down and again log in the computer and all that. So when the PSCDT came, it removed that option also. That you it requires a log off. You don't have to log off if you are going to use PSADT. The same active setup command which we used in the PSADT that doesn't require a log off. But when we used to use VBS and batch, at that time log off was required. So that is the basic advantage that it automatically organization moved to PSADT. The other thing is you do not have to write any command for creating a log file. Like I just showed you that it automatically creates because that tool is designed in a certain way that you don't have to write anything different to create a log file. It automatically creates the installation log files also. It automatically creates the uninstallation log file also. So these are the few advantages of using a PSADT, which that the reason behind the organization moved. And there are a lot of things, like lot of different ways of prompt I will show you, which due to which the organization moved with PSADT. So we can control a lot of things with respect to the PSADT. So batch file is something like it has to be executed in a serial order. So whatever the command you are going to write it, so first command will be getting executed, then the second, then the third, like that it will be getting moved. So if you see the screenshot which I have attached, first is at the rate echo off. So this at the rate echo off is to prevent echoing and disable all commands in a batch file. We write it in the beginning of a batch file. So echo off, why we write it? Because if you're going to execute the command via CMD, it gives a blink, black screen blink. That our CMD, how when you launch our CMD, it gets a blink. That's the thing. It comes a blink. So to remove that blinking thing, because we want everything in a silent way. So to remove that echoing off, we write echo off in the beginning of our script, so that that prompt customer would not be able to see it. After that, we have given modulus tilde dp0, which I just explained you. D stands for drive letter, P stands for path of the parameter. It returns the current path where the batch file resides. So this is one of the interview question wherein they ask that if you are going to create a batch file, how you're going to call the files, exe file or the set of files or the binary files, whatever the term they can use. So you have to tell modulus tilde dp0. So that second line of the screenshot, it is double quotes we have given, modulus tilde dp0 one drive setup.exe. So whatever the exe you are going to use it in your package, that exe you have to give, and then the silent parameter. For an example, if I show you for Power BI. So this is the script which I have created. First is @echo of. Then this is commented. This I told you na, double colon or scope operator we use for commenting. So this one I have written so that whenever you people are going to open the script, you would be able to see and get it that okay, this line is basically executing the line. So installing Microsoft Power BI. Then this is the command. So you can, I have commented this, but we are going to use this only. I'll tell you why. Now I'm going to comment this. So this is the main line, msi/exec/I. I is for installation. Then I have given the path of MSI. Transforms is equal to path of MST. So wherever you are calling MSI MST, you have to use this DP0, modulus tilde DP0, modulus tilde DP0. Then if you have to give the property via, like maybe if your organization doesn't have an admin studio or an Orca, then in that case you can give it the property via command line also. Then you can give this command line accept hyphen EULA is equal to 1. This is for accepting the license for this particular application. Then this is the silent parameter. Either you can use QB or you can use QB not or QN. QB and QB not. Just give me 1 minute, guys, please.